Actually, awesome because this guy came up to me and he was like, "You're gonna be on the Fade the Mahoney podcast," and I'm like, "Yeah." Uh, and then I was like, "Wait, maybe this podcast is huge and I've just never heard of it before." And it's just like one of these internet things that like, and I'm like, so, and then after I did the little video with him, I went and looked it up, and it turns out, nope, not huge,
That's accurate.
not
That's accurate.
not huge.
Give me.
And
You need
we're
to see my picture. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, doesn't work. We're recording already. We're not going to let people miss the stuff that they missed last week going forward. So we're just going to get going. Welcome back, Friday episode of Fade the Mahoney, everybody. Again, recapping the schedule. Mondays and Fridays are going to be the shorter ones. Wednesdays with the interview are a little bit longer. And we might be switching Friday to Thursday because nobody's going to watch this. Nobody's looking at this right now. So, Trevor?
Yes.
EDonk? I think I did that right. Everybody's here for our Friday episode. Few thank yous I want to throw out. Thank you to Joe Stapleton for stopping by on Wednesday. That was fantastic. Very generous with his time. Very funny guy. Great episode. Got us a lot of eyeballs. Bunch more new subscribers. Lots of views. Want to thank Chad McVean for always sending out to all his Twitter followers everything we do here. Also helped with exposure. So thank you, Chad. Want to thank DGAF for mentioning us a couple of times recently on sessions, including him telling us about rewatching his episode. That was fantastic. And also, thank you to the Los Angeles Chargers for sending me this jersey for free. The unofficial official NFL team of Fade the Mahoney. Trevor, how's it going when you take Rutgers? How's it going?
It's going well. I think we're 3-0 when we take Rutgers.
Right. 3 games, but 4 bets because you doubled up on them on that one time. And then you were, for whatever reason, you went against them that one week and it didn't work out. So
I don't know what I was thinking.
You hit your 5-star on them last week. You split on the Major League Wiffle Ball, but you broke it down really good. We got to talk about today's game or today's series. It all comes down to this, right?
Yes. Hold on. I'm going to bring up what goes on in this. You have it in front of you as far as the...
I actually did just have it. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Because it is exciting.
I'm also excited because I don't think... Have you seen the Cobras play yet? I don't think you've seen the Cobras play, probably.
I don't think so. Because
you will love you some Drew Davis. Drew Davis is like the... he's somewhat of a poster boy for the league. He's a head case. Mm-hmm. He's entertaining. He melts down in the playoffs. In 2016 or 2017, the Cobras had a 2-0 lead in the World Series. All they had to do was win 1 game. They lost 3 straight to lose to the Mallards, and he hasn't recovered since then. He's a head case. So he's a great pitcher. He's one of the best players in the league. But if you get him a little rattled, it can fall apart quickly.
Is he more likable than Trevor Bonham?
I think you'd find him more likable. Yeah.
Okay.
There's also a great clip you have to watch from earlier in the season where he goes flying over the fence.
All right, I'll find it. That'll be cool. I sent you a message. I don't know when you watched last week's series or not, but it was pretty obvious that they intentionally walked that one guy to put the winning run on base so that they could pitch to the other guy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember that?
Yeah. They do that often. Yeah.
Put the winning run on base because it seemed really, really disrespectful. And then I think the guy struck out easily. So that was fun. Here's what I've got. I got, if the Cobras win 3-0, the Magic are eliminated. If the Cobras win 2-1, the Magic are eliminated. If the Magic win 3-0, the Cobras are eliminated. And if the Magic win 2-1, the Predators are eliminated.
Yes.
That sounds correct.
That is correct. Yeah. So a lot riding list. It always seems to come down to the Magic here at the end. And obviously this is also the first series that they have Bonham. So this is a completely different team than you'd normally see. The Cobras, I assume they're going to have Baranowski, Davis, and Flynn is going to be their 3, I'm guessing. with Gus maybe coming off the bench. And
That's
so
that's what EDonk was just telling me before you jumped on. He said the exact same thing.
I figured it'd be on the same place. So here's what I've seen so far. There's been wild numbers moving all around because it's hard to see, to know what to expect coming into the series. Because again, like I said, it's Bono's first time with the team. The Magic I've seen as favorites, though, slight favorites, which wouldn't have been the case before the trade, I think. So I do like the Magic, though, as favorites. I think you can get them around minus 125.
Okay.
So I think that's what we're going to go with the Magic. I think they're going to win 2 games. I think the Cobras will end up making the playoffs also. So I think it'll be 2-1. And this will be a rematch next week between the Cobras and the Magic.
Okay, cool. What kind of total we got? It's got to be pretty low, I'm guessing.
No, so it's hard to say because again, the pitching is a lot different here. I've seen 15.
Wow, quite a bit more than this week.
And I think what is the guess is that there's going to be a lot of walks in the series. So a lot more base runners than you normally see in some of these games, and some of these games can get a little out of control. It'll be interesting to see what the Magic do if they pitch Bonham twice or Chadwick twice. If they win the first 2 games, then it doesn't really matter, I don't think. But yeah, we'll see.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's pop it. Well, we are, by the time I get this uploaded, we'll be about 3 hours out before the game starts. So if people want to get their bets in, they'll have a little bit of time if they get a chance to watch this. I like what you're doing right now. I love it. I love what you're doing right now. I don't have to just because you're feeling so strong after getting a winner last week. You got to still put it in here. So, all right. Not to brag too much, but I am on fire. I've gone 4-0 the last 2 weeks, but so we all know that I'm due for a downswing. So I'm just going to do 1 this week. Each of you 2 are going to do 2. We're going to start with the EDonk. EDonk, first game you've got. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit worried because it appears you're on the same side as Joe Stapleton, who, if we're being honest, I don't think he understands the rules of football or how pulling kickers off the field could possibly affect the outcome of a game. But the first game you like is Miami and Indianapolis. Break it down.
Okay, so I'm going to first say one thing. If both of you are against my picks,
always.
We don't. Well, no, I'm serious. Like the last couple weeks, I liked them. I felt pretty confident in the picks. This week, I'm not. So I don't love either of the games I picked. But I think Miami with some, home field advantage coming. I think they're the right pick here. I don't think Indy's gonna bring it down to South Florida.
All right, so we're laying 2 with Miami hosting the Colts, who can't win a game. So that's pick number 1. Second game, you're going to Dallas, right? We've got Carolina visiting Dallas, and I'm looking for the number. I'm looking for it. It's like 4.5, I think, is what we're at.
Yeah, I think this is a letdown game for Dallas. They're on a short week. They beat the snot out of Philly on Monday.
You're so Carolina. Good at this. You dropped a bomb on Philly, right? You couldn't get enough action on Philly.
Yeah, well that's
you get it?
That's Josh's fault. Because Josh said he liked Dallas a lot,
right.
And he is he's not a sharp.
All right, so you got Carolina plus 4.5 for your second game. We had Miami.
Do you guys like that or no?
Love it. We're actually laying 2.5 in the circa because these lines are locked. So we're laying 2.5 with Miami, getting 4.5 with Carolina. All right, next, Trevor, you're picking one of the marquee games today with all the eyeballs on it. Just looking for the number. and I can't seem to find it. Oh yeah, the Washington football team is traveling to Atlanta, and for some reason, Washington is favored by 1.
Yeah. So here's all the research I did on this. I learned today it's Friday, and football happens on Sunday. There was apparently football last night. Didn't know that. Haven't looked at any of the matchups for the week until literally 30 seconds ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now the work that I put in this is the Falcons are at home.
Mm-hmm.
They can't be as bad as they've been the first 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting a point.
All right. They actually won last week. Most people don't even realize that because nobody actually watched that game, but they beat the Giants.
I forgot about that. All right.
See? All right. And then
they're in a winning streak.
you're going from the least cared about game possibly ever to the most cared about game possibly ever. Tom Brady's traveling back to New England. You want to get involved in this game. The Patriots are getting 6.5. What are we doing?
My thought on this one was this line feels like it should be 13, but it's 6.5. So there's got to be something there, right?
Yeah, they know something. They always do.
They know something. They know something. They know that Belichick is going to put some secret elixir into Brady's drink or something. I mean, there's no doubt that Brady wants to throw like 17 touchdowns, right? So the Bucs should be favored by 21, but they're not.
So you're not getting those 14.5 points that you should be.
Right.
So we'll just take the discounted rate.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. My handicap is also pretty simple. We have our little message where we communicate along with our runner in Vegas. I sent it out. I kind of was looking at this game, and then our runner said the only game I like that is his lock is the Browns -2. So that's all I needed to know. My pick is the Vikings. They're at home. They're getting to, I think they're going to win this game rather easily. So those are our 5 picks for Circa. We are 8-2 the last 2 weeks, which my math tells me is pretty good. We're 9-6 on the year. We're 60%, so that's good. We're moving ahead. So those are our 5 Circa picks. I'll get those off to our runner shortly.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you feel as though I should do some more research first, or will that only hurt us more?
Well, I don't know. I felt a whole hell of a lot of confidence exuding off of this screen from you right there. So, I mean, obviously you can change it if you want. I don't know where you're going to have time to do more research. We've got Major League Wiffle Ball to watch this afternoon. So
I think what would be smart of you is to tag one time in the Wager Exchange channel and find out what games he finds most strongly about this weekend.
Okay.
that's a good point. You know what we should do? What we should do, EDonk? We should have one time on the show on Wednesday. Let's do that.
I think that's good.
By the way, you might have to post for me in the Wager Exchange thread because I've been banned because I'm too sharp.
What a bluff. One time is our guest on Wednesday, and the people in the DGAF community are very excited about that because he is really, really special from everything I've seen. All right, let's give people a couple of bonus picks to round out the evening so they have something to look forward to. EDonk, you were on site of where the Caesar Sportsbook is, and they are doing a promotion for tonight where you can actually get double what you bet on this game. Just pick the winner between Iowa and Maryland. The game is in Maryland. Iowa is favored by 3 with a total of 47.5. What do you got?
Wow. If I'm not mistaken, Iowa almost lost to Colorado State this past weekend at home. Can someone check that?
Yeah, you keep talking and I'll look.
If you just say that it happened, then nobody will know.
No, it was on ABC, I think. So it's a premier game. So if they almost lost to,
They won by 10. They won by 10 over Colorado State.
yeah, they were losing the whole game.
They were 14-7 at half. That's for sure.
And so I think if they're going to go on the road, they're definitely going to lose. So we're going to take Maryland plus the points.
Maryland +3. And how much do we love it?
4 stars.
4 stars. Are you going to go bet it and try to triple your money? You should do that.
Is that through the William Hill book?
Yeah, Caesar Sportsbook. Yep.
Is that how much do you have to wager?
The maximum they'll bonus you, I think, is $25. You figure that out. All right, Trevor. As much as I want to forget about Rutgers, like I do every week, I didn't forget this week.
Yeah.
Let's do it. They're at home, and I have them getting 15. Does that sound right?
Yeah, of course they're playing Ohio State.
I know, but are the sports books not paying attention that they've literally covered every week, and they're going to let you 15?
They've covered every week for the last 5 years.
Unbelievable.
So you'd think they'd take notice at some point, but they just want to keep disrespecting the great state of New Jersey. And
you must have already fired today. It's down to 14.
I mean, come on. We're taking Rutgers. We're taking the points, and I got a little bonus action for you too.
All right. What do you got?
We're still a month out, but if you can get over to a sports book that allows you to bet futures on NCAA basketball, Rutgers basketball to make the tournament, put that in, lock that in.
I'm gonna have to do some digging on that one, but I'll see if I can find it. All right, but we like Rutgers plus.
Those are 5-star plays. Both are 5-star plays.
5-star plus.
I don't even think they're in the top half of the Big Ten.
That doesn't matter. Big Ten's deep.
That's the value he's saying right there. Just to make the tournament, probably get a nice plus number in front of that. All right, that's what I got for today's episode. Like I always say, try to keep it short. Please follow us on Twitter. EDonk will post some EPL and some college football picks on Twitter tomorrow, and I'll get those retweeted. Major League Wiffle Ball today. Circa, we're going to stay hot. Thank you again to Joe Stapleton. If you haven't watched that episode yet, but yet somehow you're watching this one, that boggles my mind. But please go watch it. And we've got one time on Wednesday, and EDonk and I will be back on Monday for a quick recap of the weekend. Anything else, guys? We good? All right. Say goodbye to the people. Thanks,
See you
guys.
later.
Later.